Welcome, this is Arun Vijay. Let us see a problem in the uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, moving into the problem. A lorry with an unknown velocity, that is, lorry's velocity is not given here. Again, getting into the problem, is accelerated with 1.11 meter per second square. That is, the acceleration is given as data to cover a distance of 166.8 meter. That is, because of that acceleration, the lorry covers a distance. That distance is given as given data, which is second given data, within 10 seconds. Next, the time comes into play. There is a third given data is given here, which is time. That is time equal to 10 seconds. Find the lorry's initial velocity and final velocity. That is, they are asking what is lorry's initial velocity and final velocity. That is, before acceleration, what is the velocity, and after acceleration, what is the velocity. Now moving into the problem, I have arranged all the given data as well as the question in the left hand side, and let us move the solution, and let us move the solution part in the right hand side. Now first question, that is initial velocity. Here I am writing that to find the initial velocity u. Before getting into the problem, we should know about the three equations. That is the three governing equations in rectilinear motion, which is a prerequisite to solve these types of problem in the uniformly accelerated motion. That is S equal to ut plus half at square, v equal to u plus at, and third one v square minus u square equal to 2as. Which formula we can use mean, first we have to analyze with the help of given data. If we substitute all these given data in the first equation, means only one unknown will be there. Whereas in second equation, we don't know v as well as u. In third equation also, we don't know v as well as v. Because of two unknown, now we cannot go to the second equation as well as third equation to solve or to determine the value of initial velocity. Because of only one unknown, we can get into this first equation, so as we can find the initial velocity. So I am utilizing the first equation and getting the given data into this equation. The next step comes here, the next step comes here, and finally we managed to get the initial velocity equal to 11.13 meter per second, which is the first question. Let us move on to the next question. Okay. Now to find the final velocity. After that is, I am writing all the three equations here in order to have a better understanding. Now we have utilized the very first equation to find the initial velocity. Now we have remaining two equations, and these two equations possess the final velocity term, that is v here and v here. So we can use these two equations, but let us see what happens if we use the first equation first. Okay. Now v equal to u plus at, I am utilizing here, that is substituting all the values here. Here you should remember that u is not present in the given data, but we have calculated it from the first question. That is what I have written here. Okay. After substituting and calculating, we found v is equal to 22.13 meters per second. As I have told previously, we have another one formula also to calculate the v. I am utilizing the second formula to calculate the v here. Okay. Even though we have calculated v with this formula, I am going with this also. After substituting the given data here, we can find the v value here. So finally, we will be getting v equal to 22.22 meter per second. And before this, we are having v square equal to 4945. In order to remove the square, we can take the square root on both the sides. So finally, you can get v equal to 22.22 meters per second. So we have utilized two different formulas to calculate the final velocity v. It is in our hands to choose whichever formula is easy for us to calculate the final velocity. So coming to the end of the problem, we have calculated the necessary values which is asked in the question. Okay. With this, I am concluding the video.